What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Steelers Rewind. First day of OTAs here. We are live at the UPMC Rooney Sports Complex. Let's talk about today. First team drills that we were able to observe, at least as reporters today, and kind of at least get a little bit of an inkling of what we thought. The quarterback situation, what was going on. First of all, a lot of interviews today. Guys just shrugging off, obviously, the Aaron Rodgers situation, saying they're focused on Mason Rudolph and Will Howard and Skylar Thompson. We'll see if that happens. Same thing with the George Pickens trade, of course. A lot of these receivers, though, very hungry. Calvin Austin said that the Steelers have trained all of them to play slot or outside wide receiver, which is something to note when we're talking about kind of where these guys slot in. Roman Wilson was, I think, the most interesting interview today. He matters a lot, obviously. It was a big year for him with the injuries last year. You got to have Roman Wilson. If you are going to have a good wide receiver room without making a move with the guys you have, he has to factor into this hugely. And so he said he's reworked his body a little bit. It's a little bit more of an NFL-type body. That's going to help the durability parts. He's looking to kind of step up, playing outside, inside. Doesn't matter to him, wherever they want him to play. We'll see. Roman Wilson seems like a pretty motivated guy when we talked to him today. Troy Fautanu and Broderick Jones. Troy Fautanu is at right tackle. Broderick Jones is at left tackle. Troy Fautanu did confirm that. We saw that today for the first time. Finally, you have Broderick Jones on his natural side, where he is playing. So we'll see how that works out. Fautanu obviously was very bummed out when he got hurt last year, but said this year he's really out to show that he can be something. Mason Rudolph talked. He's taking it in stride, understands competition's part of the thing. It's a business. He's a hardened man, essentially, just because of what has happened to him in this business. With what has happened in 2022, 2023 as that run, and then obviously the Steelers bring in Russ and Justin, and that kind of puts Mason on the outs and puts him in Tennessee. Now he's back. So he's just taking this day at a time. We'll see what happens with Rodgers, all of that. Rodgers really is the looming shadow of this. It's not a true OTAs without him. In terms of attendance today, pretty good attendance. Some of the stars that are usually not here. Cam Hayward was here. Patrick Queen was here. They both talked. Minka Fitzpatrick was here. But there's a lot of top stars that were not here, and that's pretty usual. It's not much to actually read into when these stars are not here. So first week of OTAs, usually they show up for the second week. Second week will be next week. We'll see. They might even show up later this week. I'll keep doing head counts, kind of letting you know who's here, who's not, as I can report that. And then I thought the real interesting thing of today was Beanie Bishop. We talked to him for a good, 5 or 7 minutes. He completely reworked his body. He's dropped his fat percentage. He's far more, he's bigger. He's definitely got more muscle on him. I think it's going to allow him to become a better tackler, better in coverage. He's more explosive as an athlete. It shows in the Indies. He is a more explosive player. He's kind of reworked his calories, his meals, the way he's eating. He's been here all off season. All of that has kind of cropped up. And so a lot to dive into here. And so that's just kind of the takeaways from the press conferences. We'll talk about true OTAs takeaways later today on the podcast. We'll talk about Mason. We'll talk about Will Howard. We'll talk about all of that there in a longer form. Just wanted to kind of give you guys the details we learned today, a little bit of a head count of who was here, who wasn't, and all of those basic facts. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more.